man. Let's jump right into it because we're gonna start with these Eagles, man, because they kind of messed up my birthday yesterday. So, but to be honest, man, like I always knew, like, and I always said, Kirk Cousins, he has historic games against the Eagles, and sure enough, did yesterday. Tore us apart, abused the secondary, cornerbacks in general. But things that I noted, the Eagles were playing a lot of zone, and in the particular case of Rasul Douglas, he was always looking for the safety that was never there. So there's a defensive strategy that the Eagles use, which is they use a lot of cover 3, a lot of cover 4. And I don't know, in the process before the ball is snapped, those safeties leave. They leave. Either Jim Schwartz is bringing them on blitzes, but they leave. So then that leaves like someone like Stephon Diggs to run right past Rasul Douglas, and he's expecting a safety there, and they got torched in the first half. So that game was lost in the first half. It was the whole comeback that was cool, but this, like I said before, you can't be down 10 points, 17 points, 20 points, 24 points. You can't be down like that and expect to win every week. But definitely not shocked that the Eagles lost. It was not even surprising to see how they attacked him, because Kirk Cousins, he has his best games against the Eagles. He has 2 very good receivers on the outside. The Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles look to, they put an emphasis on trying to stop Adam Thielen, and Stephon Diggs tore them apart with his best day of his career. So,
yesterday Stephon Diggs had more fantasy points that game than he did all season.
Yeah, absolutely. I seen it done. Actually, I'm playing somebody in fantasy, and I actually even told him, I was like, look, you may want to play Stephon Diggs this week. Because we just talked football. And it was just you might want to play him this week. And he's like, nah, I don't know. I'm going to play Alshon Jeffrey. Like, Alshon Jeffrey had a good day, fantasy day.
He did, but
23 points, but nah, Stephon Diggs, he went off, man. So, guys, what's your thoughts on the Eagles-Vikings game? Are the Vikings back?
No. The Eagles have no secondary. You can't even, we really can't say the Vikings are back. One, because like we said, Kirk Cousins has his best games against Philly, and their secondary is just banged out. You should be getting Jalen Mills back next week.
That's not going to help.
But all I'm saying is just they're banged up. They're banged up.
The secondary is what it is. That's not going to get fixed. So, Coach Mack, what do you think about the Vikings? Are they back, and what's up with the Eagles?
No, I think the Eagles' issue mainly is you have a lot invested in your front 4, and you can't get a good pass rush when you need it, which was yesterday, So I know Kirk gets the ball out of his hands quick, but, Schwartz should have did some things to kind of game up those linemen so they can get, an easier rush and send somebody off the edge, and dropping your safeties make no sense. But, again, when you think a team's going to throw the ball quickly like Kirk does, maybe that's why he kept dropping the safeties down. I don't know, but I think Minnesota's a solid team, man. I seen them firsthand, when they beat my Raiders up pretty bad. I wouldn't say they're going to, win the NFC or be as good as they were last year, but I think that's a solid team. And I think the Eagles are fine, too. I think they ran into a buzzsaw that they weren't prepared for defensively, and your offense took too long to get it going. And I think you got to, talk to Doug Peterson a little bit, man, because that offense, you should be firing out from the beginning and not waiting till the end of the game to start getting points on the board.
I think Doug Peterson is a prisoner of his own mind. Like, he wants to run all these crazy plays and try to outsmart the other coach on the other sideline instead of just calling plays in the flow of the game. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to run into the same Andy Reid and Sean McVay issues when we talk about those guys later, that, offensive-minded coaches sometimes, like you said, they get in their own way, man.
Right.
They have a script, and after the script goes, they get off script, then it's like, oh, where do I go from here? And they start trying to create some things that aren't there. But look, these guys get paid a lot of money. They're in positions that we aren't in. So, they got a lot of stress on them. But I think they do. I think they become prisoners of their own mind sometimes.
Yeah, 100%. Like, sometimes you just got to keep it simple. And simple thing the Eagles could have did yesterday is to stick with the run, right? And try to slow, you can't, I know they feel like they have Carson Wentz, and at any given time, he can just, throw the ball 70 yards down the field and get back into the ball game. But that's not realistic. You have to kill the momentum of, say, what the Vikings were doing, because they were just riding a high. one big play after another. I mean, they were throwing bombs, and they finally did get the momentum back for a little bit, but then killed it with that fake field goal at the end of the.
Yeah, I didn't
understand that because you get an interception, right? You get an interception, get in position to get some points on the board, and you get the ball back at halftime after halftime, right? So you're looking at least. You're looking at realistically 10 points that you can add. You know, you get a field goal at the end of the half, come back, score a touchdown.
It gives you momentum.
Yeah, you're talking about you're just killing momentum. Even though you score right after halftime, like it doesn't matter because you killed whatever momentum that was happening. And then the Vikings, they already went and was scoring all these points. They took their foot off the gas just a little bit, and then once they got their legs back under them, then they pushed the league right back up, right? Yeah. So that's what it was with the Eagles game. But we're in the NFC East, so again, those Cowboys. Now this time they didn't even face a quality opponent, but
I guess Sam Darnold just changes the whole team.
Well, yeah, he is quality level at the quarterback position for the Jets is completely different when he's in the game.
Yeah. Like Le'Veon Bell said before the game, when Le'Veon Bell said we have our spirit back in Sam Darnold, I guess they are his spirit.
I believe him.
The offensive line played better, way better. Because last week, giving up 10 sacks to Philly? They gave up one yesterday. Sam Darnold, turned over the ball once late in the game, but he had over 300 yards against a struggling Dallas defense. Injuries killed us too.
I just don't see all that's fine. Like what the Jets were able to do offensively, all that's fine. We got Aaron Darnold back, give him a little juice. Mm-hmm. But it's the Cowboys' inefficiency to score throughout that whole game. Like it took to this is again it took for
they take too long to start to get it rolling.
Yeah, like you can't start games that slow and expect to win. Exactly. Even against the bad teams. Yeah, even against the bad teams. Because at the end of the day, these bad teams are professional teams, right? So they're in the league for a reason. Exactly. They still got ball players. Le'Veon Bell's a ball player, and obviously Aaron Donald's Sam Darnold. I said Aaron, right? Yeah. So Sam Darnold is
Robbie
is
Anderson had a field day yesterday.
Yeah, and I literally was gonna pick him up for fantasy, and I was like, nah, he ain't getting the ball. They're gonna
but injuries.
That bomb that he had was fantastic.
Injuries killed us.
Yeah. So Coach Mack, your thoughts on the Cowboys Jets game?
This was definitely more of an indictment on the Cowboys than it is anything for the Jets. I mean, I think Sam Darnold's a decent quarterback, and I think the Jets were enthused to have him back. You know what I mean? They trust in him. He's a leader. He's a captain. He wears that C on his jersey for a reason.
Right.
But Dallas, man, geez, Louise, you got a quarterback playing for a deal. You got a receiver playing for a deal. You got your two top defensive guys got their deals in DeMarcus and Jalen. And you come up in a game like this, and you hit the bed, as you know what I mean.
DeMarcus Lawrence has been missing for weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
But Robert Quinn is taking all his shine.
And then that's why you try to figure out what's going on in-house, because that could be some in-house stuff, man. A lot of those guys don't want, Jason Garrett. They got a video clip of him missing hand that nobody want to shake his hand after the game. It's all players that want to shake his hand. So
everybody on this team wants Garrett gone.
Yeah, I think that's an indictment of Dallas and how they're not together as a team. I mean, we could talk X's and O's all day, but there's some internal stuff going on there. And you got T.O. tweeting out to Jerry Jones about bringing him back because Jason Garrett.
Yeah, that's it. That's wild, man.
It's crazy in Dallas, man. You couldn't tell a Dallas Cowboy fan anything first 3 weeks, and now it's getting bad.
Yeah,
I think it's all just in the front office. The head coach, time of possession, turnovers. Mm-hmm. Those are key things you need in the game. Dallas is 29th and 30th in time of possession and turnovers.
Oh yeah, that's the recipe of the loser.
That's
the recipe of the loser right there.
That's all coaching. We have the players, but we don't have the coaching ability to be able to win games.
And the tough part about that part, I don't mean to cut you off, but you could, even if they had, let's say the coaches are doing what they're supposed to do, if those players don't believe in their coach, they're not going to listen.
Yeah, I don't think they believe in Garrett at all.
Jason Garrett's been on the hot seat for 10 years.
Yeah.
You said he's been on the hot seat for 10 years?
Yes.
You sure that seat was hot?
He's always been hot.
You sure it was hot? I'm pretty sure this thing is ice cold.
Jerry loves that man.
He does, man. Exactly.
I think the issue is he wants Garrett to do well, and he keeps trying and trying. But I think eventually he's going to have to, he's going to have to get him up out that seat soon. Because if y'all keep folding, if y'all lose 1 or 2 more games in a row, there has to be a serious question. Maybe having somebody else be the interim head coach, because I think that team has tuned him out, man. Their voice has been stale for too long. 10
very
years is a
stale.
long time.
Yeah, man, you just can't sit there and clap and smile, man. Like that's some coach type stuff, man. He's in a cult or something, man. Jerry got him brainwashed, mind controlled, all that stuff, man.
And he doesn't show any passion.
MK
The only
Ultra,
time
all
I
that
see him
stuff.
show passion was against Green Bay. He can't get the job done.
Yeah, man, this is wild, man.
And he's coaching for his contract year right now.
Or he's clapping for his contract here.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. So we're gonna take a little break. You're listening to WRML Radio in Mays Landing, New Jersey, on the campus of Atlantic Cape Community College. You catch the Sports Yack or catch the Yack on the Sports Yack YouTube channel also, and we'll be right back.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Em, and this is Sports Yack. So basically, we're going to be talking all sports all the time. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share, all that. We want to hear from you, we want to see you, we want to interact, and we're looking forward to everything. So tune in.
Guys, Kansas City, the Texans, they battled it out yesterday. Very exciting. Initial thoughts, what's going on?
Before this game even happened, I knew Deshaun Watson was going to go into Arrowhead to win this game. He's been on fire, despite the 2 interceptions he threw yesterday. I think he had a great game. And that Kansas City defense had no answer for Deshaun Watson or that run game.
Coach Matt.
Yeah, no, I like the Texans, man. I think they're hitting their stride. Their offense is tailored for D-Watt, man. They ran the ball. Carlos Hyde came out of hiding, as you could say. He had 26 carries, I believe, over $1. So, when you're one-dimensional like Kansas City, you're going to run into these issues. Andy Reid's always had these issues. And, I think this is what kept him from always winning the big one, man, is he gets these offensive toys. He got Tyreek Hill back yesterday, and then he just goes away from a game plan. He starts to try to tally things up, and you got Mahomes throwing the ball 35 times and only completed 19 passes. That's unlike him. So they got to go to the drawing board after losing 2 straight and figure things out. But I think this is still really an applaud for the Texans and Bill O'Brien, man, because they're starting to hit stride. You got a little bit of a balanced game of running and passing with D-Watt. So I like what they're doing.
All right, yeah, man. I think teams are starting. The word catch up is not correct, but they're definitely starting to catch on to what Kansas City likes to do. Obviously, Andy Reid's been coaching a long time, so everybody knows his MO. We know he loves to pass the ball. He loves to be dynamic in his play calling. He likes to outsmart the defense, and Patrick Mahomes gives him a pillar that can literally just put his visions to reality, pretty much. So what I'm seeing is that teams are finally all right, this is what Patrick Mahomes likes to do. Let's try to take this away from him. Let's try to keep them from really tearing us apart, right? And I think that's what the Texans did yesterday. I think the way they played in the second half, because
that second quarter, the Texans scored 20 points.
Yeah. And it's just it's defensively in the second half, to keep Kansas City from, because they're going to put up points. That's what their offense is all about. They're all about scoring a lot of points, and to really keep them from scoring. I think but just 1 touchdown in the second half, if I'm correct. That's a tough, that's a task and a half, man. To keep that offense from, they didn't even give up a field goal. You know what I'm saying? So
teams are trying to learn how Mahomes plays the game.
Yeah, and it's you're not going to stop that, brother, man. Mahomes is going to.
You can't stop him, you slow him down.
Yeah, he's going to be all time great. It's just.
And the Chiefs defense, you let D Ford go, who's playing well in San Francisco, and then you go get Frank Clark, you overpay him when he never really did much in Seattle, and you never tested that secondary, right? You got Matthew, you got the honey manager who leads you in tackles, but
Right.
if your safety is leading you in tackles, there's a problem.
Yeah, that's always a problem. That's always a problem.
And so they didn't do anything but give Andy Reid more offensive toys, and they didn't do anything on that defense other than go get Frank Clark. Like, so, Kansas City, like I said, they're gonna struggle when, like you said, people put the film out and they start to understand what to do at homes.
Yeah.
But I said you gotta give that hats off to the Texans.
Oh, yeah,
they like what they're doing.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson, man, like, this dude's like Michael Jordan of football, man. Like, this physically, he's just so gifted. I mean, with his arm, with his legs, like, he doesn't have a weakness, man. And it's just like they could be in any game. I didn't understand the little struggle between games 2 and 3 to get points on the board, but now I think they finally got their legs under them. They can literally take this role and ride into get one of these top 2 seeds, man. Because
I think Watt also understood that D Watson. I mean, he also understood I could check it down. He always used to try to go for the big play. Now he's 30 completions, only 280 yards. That shows you he was checking the ball down a lot. So that's also good for his maturity in this game, man. That he's not trying to make every play, throw it down the field, run for 20 yards and take a big hit. And they're protecting him now. I think
that's probably the biggest thing that you said. That's the biggest thing that you said, because early in the season, because early in the season he was just getting beat up, man. I mean, he was getting beat up his whole career. Yeah. And now the line's starting to come together, and he's really just like you said. When he has to check down, he's checking down, and that's maturity. That's experience. That's good coaching. That's everything. Everything's coming together now. The game is probably slowed down for Deshaun Watson, and you got to remember he came off that injury last year, so he wasn't exactly the same yet. Now he had a whole full season under his belt, a whole off season to dig deep into the playbook, work with his receivers, work on his skills. And it's really just showing out right now, man. Like, I really think he's the Michael Jordan of football right now. Like, he's gonna be tough to stop. And him and Mahomes, man. Like, I can only
they're young.
I can only hope that they meet in the playoffs. Yeah. I can only hope they can meet in the playoffs. Preferably a championship game. That would be unbelievable.
I think the only thing for both of those teams is just defensively. You run into a hot team going into the playoffs offensively, your defense is still stagnant. You're going to probably have those problems. Like you said, I think one of those teams could reach the AFC Championship game. Both of them meeting each other. Obviously, the seeding has to do that, but I think that's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
They have secondary issues, man. They have back end issues, and I think that might get them in the playoffs.
Yeah,
especially with no pass rush.
Yeah, and then like you said, like it's going to be tough for them to. I mean, the Patriots are in the way anyway, right? So the Patriots will have one of those seeds most likely, right? They're going to have either the first seed or the second seed, and and if they have that championship game in New England, you can pretty much forget about it. It's just how it is. Real quick on the Patriots. They win an ugly game against the Giants Thursday night. I mean, this team has been doing it for 2 decades. They can win any type of way. They can blow you out. They can win ugly. But I know y'all watched that game. Right.
Giants not helped them though. Come on, man. I mean,
Daniel Jones is giving them the football.
But this is the thing. The Giants before the game started, the Giants had no business being in that game. The Giants made it very interesting in the first half. But every time they made a play, they gave it right back. They gave the football right back. Like they
punt, 3 interceptions.
Unbelievable.
And it only lost by 2 touchdowns.
It's unbelievable that the Patriots for 2 decades have been able to win games in any type of fashion. Like, even in a game like that Giants game was very losable the way it was being played. And if the Giants just would have got it together, they could have stole a game on the road, and they just couldn't. They couldn't.
Passes for over 300 yards and no touchdown passes. Like, come on.
That defense is crazy.
He's just Brady's just blessed by the football gods, man. At this point, because he doesn't even like in the Super Bowl last year's Super Bowl, like he didn't throw any touchdown passes, right? He's literally riding the wave of his own greatness without being great on the field anymore.
He doesn't even have to.
He doesn't even have to be great on the field anymore. He just
players around Tom Brady is going to be good.
He's just winning. Like, it's just like, it don't matter who you put around, he's just winning.
These guys go to other teams and you either don't hear them or they don't play as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Fact.
He just wins, man. And it's just like, there's something to say to that. Like, he's obviously not in his prime, right? So it's obvious. And you can tell, like, he has stretches where he can go hot. He can literally hit 14 receivers in a row. Then he has stretches where he can't get away from the rush. Well, it's not like he was ever mobile, but he can't feel the rush like he used to, or he might be.
At this point, he's
just
in the pocket chilling.
Yeah, like it's just not the same, but he's still out there winning games. Bill Belichick is still a master game planner. He knows his opponents better than the own team does. And you know, they live in that cake division. And like the AFC East has been a blessing to the Patriots. You get through the AFC East 5-1, 6-0. You're normally going to grab one of the top 2 seeds. You win a game, you're in the championship game. You win another game, you're in the Super Bowl. Like they literally have a template on how to keep getting to the Super Bowl. And I don't think teams even understand the way they're structured, right? Because take a team like Kansas City, matter of fact. Kansas City has always had talent. Way before Patrick Mahomes, way before that, they've always had talent, right? But they never were able to say they have a home playoff game, man. Like, they lose home playoff games historically. Yeah. And it's, like, historically, since like the 90s, they've just been losing home playoff games, and it's just like they never had the, I guess, the type of structure that New England has with Brady and Belichick, where Belichick has been there in place two decades, and he's just like, when you get 2 weeks to prepare, if you're Bill Belichick, like it's pretty much a guaranteed win. Yeah. Right? It's a guaranteed win. You get 2 weeks to prepare, right? And then he takes that, what he does with his team more so than any other coach in probably the history of football, is he can take his team and play the way he wants to play on the road, which is tough. You go into like a Kansas City or a Pittsburgh, which they've dominated in Pittsburgh over the years, right? Like, they can go into hostile environments which other teams can fold in, and they can go in there, play their game, and not be fazed. And then you got a quarterback that's not afraid to make the big play. He's not afraid of stepping up to the plate when he's not even playing well. Like, Tom Brady cannot play well through a whole game. You get him on the last drive, and it's like nothing ever happened. Like, they don't worry about what happened before. They don't worry about the bad plays. They don't worry about the score or none of that, man. Like, it's a mentality that I think other teams have to incorporate in their own franchises, right? Like, it's crazy stability. You got coaches getting fired left and right every year, and the Patriots luck, maybe some cheating, but bringing in smart players, and getting people to buy into whatever their culture is. That's basically why they've been successful, and that's why they can win a game against a Giants team that basically the Giants probably could have beat anybody else that day.
They played good in the first half.
But it's that game went to the Patriots defense. Patriots defense won that game. But it's more so this game than anything else, because Patriots offense was I don't know what that was. The defense won in that game. So I don't know, the Patriots team, they're probably going to be like 10-0. Like, this is getting ridiculous.
Oh, they're going to beat it.
And they're nothing like that 2017. Nothing like it. But they're right now, they're on pace to be that 2017, except with all the hype and hoopla and.
Now, if we're going to talk about defenses that played great, Carolina.
Oh yeah, they look good.
They played well.
They look good.
He's dumpster fire trash.
And this is what we're talking about.
Wait. All right, hold on. Let's take a break, because I think we need a segment to talk about this. All right, so we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back on the Yack. We gotta talk Jameis. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Em, and this is Sports Yack. So basically, we're gonna be talking all sports all the time. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share, all that. We want to hear from you. We want to see you. We want to interact, and we're looking forward to everything. So tune in.
Guys, what's going on, man? What's up?
49ers still undefeated.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm happy for the boys over there in San Francisco, man. They are balling.
We're not gonna avoid this James Winston talk.
But we don't know. We're gonna get there. But I want to real quick. 49ers, man. Like,
No, they've been balling.
they are the surprise, at least for me. Definitely the surprise team.
No, I don't think anyone see them starting off.
Nah, not at all. I literally had them at 1-4 at this point.
But you look at what they were doing before Jimmy
Got hurt, right?
and then you go off of what he did those last 4 games that season when he got traded there. I think everybody in their house, San Francisco's and front office knew this was going to happen, right? Once Jimmy gets healthy and he stays healthy, they got a defense now that can rush the passer and shore up the back end. I'm not totally surprised. I'm totally surprised how bad the Rams are, but I'm not surprised that San Francisco's starting off this hot.
Yeah,
I think
Rams
Jimmy G
are-
showed he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, you know what? I was on that. You got to show me, because that end of the season run in 2017, it was like, all right, it's the end of the season. We need to see it again. And then before, it was tough. And look, we just needed to see it. And before we could see it again, he got hurt. Right? He got hurt before we could see it again. So technically, he's only lost 1 game, 2 games.
I think it was 2.
He got hurt the second game of the season last year. So he's only this brother does not lose, man. Do you understand this? People like the brother Jimmy G does not lose. He didn't lose in New England. He barely lost in San Francisco. He doesn't lose. It's Tom Brady like at this point, because he just finds it. He just wins. He just wins. Winning comes with this cat.
Are y'all completely sold on the Niners?
I don't know. I know they're 5-0. I know they beat up on the Rams. I think they're for real.
They can win that division. NFC West, I think they can win. I think the Seahawks is the only,
Absolutely.
Rams have been
That's the
playing
game we
lately.
need to see. The Seahawks.
The Rams aren't even going to the playoffs.
I wouldn't go that far, but I think.
Yeah, see,
No,
yeah. See,
they're not.
you have the see. I think you have the Cowboys mentality right now. You think you're not going to win a game, and then you see other teams like, they're not going to win. No, it's a long season, man. It's a long season. It's a long season. It's a long season. They ran into a buzzsaw yesterday, defensively, because they kept them in check, and
He probably hasn't slept since. Like he's in the lab. He'll figure something out. The difference between McVay, Reed, and Peterson to me is McVay eventually come to grips that he has to make adjustments.
right.
The other two, I think they're so sold in their old school my way or the highway that they're going to make minor adjustments but still think it's the execution.
Yeah.
Where McVay is going to look at it and like, okay, this isn't working. We have to change some things up. So I think the Rams have come. I don't think they'll win a division, not the way Seattle and 49ers.
Yeah, they're definitely the third best team in that division. Yeah, there's the 49ers, man.
I just don't know if he's completely sold on them.
No. They can see. This is the thing. They got a good quarterback, and they got a defense. That's the recipe of getting into the playoffs. You have a good quarterback, and you have a defense that can win you football games.
Just right now, we don't know.
Because that defense won that football game yesterday. Anytime you could hold the Rams to 7 points, is that what they? That's what they finished with, right?
Yeah,
7.
7.
Yep.
Yeah, they won 20-7.
Yep. Looking right at. Yep. That's a task and a half, man.
A lot of Todd Gurley, but let's be honest. Todd Gurley's been missing all year.
But
Hey, now's a quiet.
Now it's a quiet.
Y'all don't want to listen to me. I
No.
told y'all last week. He is saving his
he's saving
money.
he's coming up. He's coming up. You saying that's a phantom injury?
I'm not saying it's phantom. I'm saying the man is trying to keep himself as healthy as possible because he knows they're probably going to move on from him. If not this year, definitely before next year starts. So he needs to stay healthy so he can get paid again. He could be hurt, but he plays through injuries. All guys play through injuries.
So
He's choosing not to.
do you think he can get paid without showing that he still has it? Because I haven't seen that he has had it this year.
He's got to be smart enough to know he ain't going to get top 5, top 10 running back money. But you got to think there's a difference between being
That's still what
this
he's
backup
in a want.
round,
Yeah.
barely getting paid,
Right.
and can get cut at any time than getting a guaranteed contract that's still top 20 running back money.
He's in a want top 5, top 10 running back money.
No, he's not. He's got to be smarter than that. If that's the case, then his agent and him should be fired.
So Todd Gurley should be fired. Him and his agent should be fired. That's funny, man.
He's not
I just don't. Well, look. Todd Gurley, I mean, he's not. I'm not too concerned. If he's on the field, I'm still not concerned about him at this point. He hasn't shown me anything this season. I spoke about it last week. He hasn't shown me anything this season that he's the guy that we thought he was in 2017. That literally could have been in that MVP talk in 2017 where he was just so explosive. So yeah, I don't know, man. But let's talk about let's talk about Jameis, man.
He's so inconsistent.
This is. I think last week I spoke about what did they had the big game. They had the big game last week, right?
The Rams.
Yeah, the 55
the
points.
last couple weeks.
So I literally said on the show last week, I need to see it again.
It needs consistency.
I need to see it again. And what I seen was the complete opposite of what he did in LA.
But he did that previous games this year, though. He's thrown multiple interceptions this game. I think he did it in week 2 also. Like Jameis Winston and you know, we didn't touch on this game, but Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota are both they've reached a plateau of their talent. As you've seen with Tennessee, they pulled Mariota and put in a Tannehill because they noticed like he just can't get it done. I think we're getting to that with Jameis. We're getting to that. He can't get it done. He's reached his peak.
That's the former Rose Bowl matchup, right? Mariota and Winston.
The number 1 and number 2 pick of the draft.
That's right. So these yo, I can't like I don't remember seeing anybody like. I've seen turnovers. The way Tampa turned the football over yesterday, I only see that in Madden, like in the video game. Like I don't see that in real life. At some point, I don't know what was going on yesterday, man. And it was just like I'm literally watching the game yesterday morning, and I'm like, all right, did these cats like go out the night before or something? Because Tampa Bay looks so bad. Like there was like a point where they kept. It was like a what was happening? It was like a penalty. I think it was on a punt, and there was like a penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty, and they couldn't get the punt off because they kept getting the penalty. I'm like, yo, these cats literally like went out in London or something and just like they're hungover because I don't know what's going on, man. Like
that game was horrible.
Yeah,
and I'm sad because I like their coach, man. He came out of retirement.
I like Bruce.
He had something. Yeah, he came out of retirement thinking he had something, and he doesn't, man.
Nah, he has nothing. He has nothing, man. This is the Tampa will not be in the playoffs this season.
No,
absolutely. Let's X them out now because they're not going to be a factor. Yeah, they'll probably win a few more games and be interesting, but they're definitely the definition of mediocre.
I think you move on from Winston. I think you have to.
Yeah, because this is his contract year, right?
Yeah. I think you go into this draft looking for a quarterback.
Yeah.
You look for Tua. You look for.
Yeah, you can't. Are you going to pay for that? For the next 4 years, 5 years? You going to pay for what you're getting?
He is a backup quarterback in this league now. That's just what he is. That's who he is, and that's what he's going to be going forward.
Yeah, that's. I always have my Florida State championship season, man. That's about it. I'm with.
If I'm being real, I think the best game of the week.
And up into the Rose Bowl the next year, I'll have all that. That's my memories of James.
This game surprised me. The Redskins.
I'm just surprised by that. I'm just. Oh, wait. You want to? All right, go ahead. Let's Dolphins. Let's talk Dolphins and Redskins.
Listen,
what surprised you about it? This is how it's supposed to be. 17-16. Two bad teams.
Who thought they was in score this much?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll give you that because I didn't.
It was gonna be a 3-0 game.
I was looking for 9-3 with the Redskins winning.
The Dolphins fought. They fought.
They scored by accident, both teams. This was a horrible game to watch.
It was bad.
Yeah, well, not for Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson had 100.
He had a good game.
Look, man. It's always good to see the old guys doing their thing, man. He's still an animal. He's still a freak of nature. Yeah. He's fighting Father Time and he's getting some blows in. Like Adrian Peterson, man, he's definitely still fun to watch. I hated that he wasn't available for week 1. Like I just if I'm him, my pride, like you gonna leave me all. You gonna leave me? I'm not activated. Like what is this? Like I didn't like that. But it's good to see that he's still out there doing his thing.
I think this was a game.
He definitely doesn't need to be on the Redskins.
I think this was a game where they should have gave Haskins a shot.
Hey, we spoke about it last week, man. I don't know what the wait is. Yeah, it's look. The season's over. This is my thing. The season's over. Where are we playing Case Keenum? I'm a Redskins fan. Why are we playing Case Keenum? What is the point?
You have to understand something. As a front office, they gotta assume everything, right? They gotta assume miracles can happen. So until they get to that 7th loss, 8th loss, they're not gonna do it.
Case Keenum threw for 166 yards yesterday against the Miami Dolphins. 166 yards.
They're not gonna quit yet. Because if you go to Haskins, that's basically saying you quit the season.
Say you quit. We know you quit. We want you to quit.
They're last in their
Give this man some experience, because all you're doing is preventing the inevitable. That's it.
They're not going to play him 10 games this year. He's going to play either the last 4 or last 6 games. He's not playing 10 games.
All the Redskins fans are like selling their tickets.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
Of them.
Exactly.
I feel like I'll be there in December. Watch the Eagles, because
might as well.
I might
Yeah.
take a trip to Washington.
Might be
You know.
cheap.
yeah, no, they will be. I've been checking all the time, man. Like it's crazy because the Redskins are supposed to be like a historic franchise, right? Plenty of Super Bowls. They had a run between 87 and 92.
Well, they lost to my Raiders, so
Yeah.
that's what matters.
Well, that's why I said 87. I said 87 to 92. I mean, you can add in, you can pretty much add in 82 to 92. You can say a decade. Let's say a decade. They nearly had a decade where they were going to Super Bowls.
They were winning games.
They won 3 out of 4 Super Bowls. Obviously, they lost to the Raiders and Marcus Allen. And they were the Redskins were a historic franchise. They were major. But we give we joke. Everybody jokes around about the Cowboys. They haven't won since the '95 season. Well, the Redskins haven't won since '92, and they've been
bad. They have
1,000 times worse than the Cowboys.
Have made a playoff appearance.
Yeah.
In 10 years. The Redskins had
Yeah. See,
one with RG3, and that was it.
Yeah, people make fun of the Cowboys because they're America's team, right?
Well, they were supposed
The
to be
Redskins
good.
are flying under the radar of being horrible. Like horrible. Being a horrible professional sports team in America. Like the franchise.
Their owner. Everybody hates their owner more than they hate Jerry Jones.
Yeah, that's it. 100%. See, I like Jerry Jones. See, that's the
No,
thing.
that-
Like, I
it's-
like Jerry
it's
Jones.
Jason
Jerry
Garrett,
Jones
but
is
Snyder,
must-see
but-
TV. He's
You know what? We should save that for the later show. Because listen, we could get in debt.
Yo, you wanna go off on Jerry Jones later? Are you gonna go off?
No,
or what?
I like Jerry.
I love Jerry.
I'm gonna go off on the rest of the front office. Who he hired.
I mean,
But that's his fault, though. You can't like the man, but then he's putting those people in those places.
Yeah.
That's him. He's
Yeah.
doing that.
yeah, he's
At least Dan Snyder is giving people the ability to make decisions. They
Right.
just aren't making good ones. Jerry Jones is getting.
At least he
figured,
fires
he's
his
still
head
making
coach.
All the decisions.
yeah, but he's Daniel Snyder. He's been doing all kinds of firing, hiring. Like
I wish Jerry Jones would do some sort of firing.
Well, you're just talking about Jason Garrett. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But Jason Garrett is Jerry's son. That is his son. All right, that's his son. He wakes up, he says, "Dad." That's what Jason Garrett says.
Jerry Jones runs every part of that franchise, so everyone he hires still has to get an okay from him. They can't make any decisions on their own.
Right.
That's the difference. Snyder, he allows people to make decisions. They just aren't good.
Right. So, guys, enjoy. Great talk today. We running out of time here, man. And any final thoughts, Coach Mack? Final thoughts on
No, man, like always, thank you for having me. And I think the football season is shaping up to be.
This is a good season, man.
down the stretch. Yeah,
This is a really good season.
A lot of teams are who we thought they were, and we got some teams who are, surprising us. So it should be good to keep talking about it.
Dev, final thoughts.
It's 4 o'clock. Show's gonna get real. It's gonna get real juicy.
I bet. We'll see. See what you guys say about Jerry Jones, man. But it's the Yack. We're out of here, man. Thanks you for listening. Always tune us in live at WRMLradio.org. WRML Radio 107.9, Mays Landing, Atlanta Cape Community College. That's where we shoot. Sports Yack YouTube channel. Subscribe so you can catch the Yack. And I'm Haas, man, and we out of here. Thank you.
Sure.
Good day.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Em, and this is Sports Yack. So basically, we're going to be talking all sports all the time. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share, all that. We want to hear from you. We want to see you. We want to interact, and we're looking forward to everything. So tune in.